Listen, folks, I got to get inside, but before I go inside, I wanted you to be able to see. It's kind of cloudy today and a little windy and rainy, but this is where we're staying here in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. It's a beautiful place. We're going to get back inside, but I wanted you to see this. We're going to pin the link to where we're staying up there. And when you see that and you want to book the same short-term rental space, listen, you mentioned P.I.L.L method, okay? Mention P.I.L.L method and see what the owner does for you. This is what we're doing, folks. We were out hiking, and it was like a 150-foot hike. Down to the beach. And so I still have my hiking clothes on. I really don't have my uniform shirt on, but I'm telling you that we are having such a good time here. My name is Don Daniel. I'm your interest cancellation expert. I am here because I happened to take a look at an amortization schedule, and what I saw was amazing. I have Asperger's. Some people call it Asperger's, but it's actually autism. And my autism, I can actually see the patterns in the amortization schedule that no one talks about. So the interest rate you're quoted, folks, is not the interest rate you pay. If you have a 3% mortgage on a 30-year amortization, guess what? You're going to pay back 51% of what you borrow. Let me give you a quick example. $200,000 mortgage, $200,000 you borrow for 30 years. At 3%, the bank wants you to pay back $103,000 in interest over 30 years. Folks, how is that 3%? That's 51% all day long. And it gets worse from there. So listen, folks, we're going to show you some things that you never thought of before, like trying to get the lowest interest rates possible can be hurtful to your situation. Lowering your term from a 30 to a 15, never do it. Never get a 20, never get a 25, always get a 30 or a 40-year mortgage, because we show you how to pay those things off in 7 to 9 years. So listen, don't saddle yourself with high payments trying to get out of debt. We're going to show you how to use those longer term mortgages to your advantage. So everything you've ever learned about lending, throw it out the window. Come on, just throw it out. As there's a new sheriff in town, we need you to learn the new financial literacy. The old financial literacy, gone. Do you know why it's gone? Here's why. Because no matter how old you are, if you're listening to this, if you knew people who have mortgages, just count how many people you know that have a mortgage that actually paid it off. It's going to be less than 10% of the people you know. Folks, that's the old literacy. If the old literacy was actually working, then why are 90% of us failing to do what we set out to do? So obviously it's not working. The old information, it benefits the bank. It doesn't benefit us. And in fact, if the old financial literacy was working, then why aren't there more books out there talking about how to beat amortization? There's only one book on Amazon out of 33 million titles. One book that explains how amortized loans actually work and how to defeat it. One, and that's the P.I.L.L method, a better way to eliminate debt. Folks, the old stuff doesn't work. Well, it works great for the bank. I take that back. It works great for the bank, but it's time out that it stops working for the bank and it starts working for the consumer. We exist to help the consumer stop paying interest the way the banks want them to. Cut your interest costs by 75% and invest it in fabulous vacations like this one. So invest it in your family, invest it in your generational wealth, but stop giving it to the bank, ladies and gentlemen.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.